What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Educated Barfly. Today we're partnered up with Argonaut Brandy to bring you another deep dive into this wonderful and underappreciated spirit. This time we delve into 4 cocktails which I hope illustrate how wonderfully versatile it is. American brandy is a category that is back on the rise, and for my money, Argonaut is on the front lines. Not many people really think of American brandy as a cocktail staple, opting more for cognac. But Argonaut can go toe-to-toe with any good mixing cognac any day of the week, and today we're going to prove it. In this video, I'll be pairing each cocktail with a different expression of Argonaut. The first is Speculator, which comes in at a nice 43% ABV. It's a blend of 2 different still types, column and pot still, but leans toward column still in the blend. It has notes of bright green apple, ripe pear, honeysuckle, orange blossom, and stone fruit, and is named after the speculators of the Gold Rush era. The second is Fat Thumb, a blend focusing more on pot still brandy, offering a smoother and more nuanced flavor profile. In this one, you'll taste red apple, caramelized banana and pear, vanilla, nutmeg, clove. It comes in at 43% ABV as well, and due to the higher pot still percentage, has a very rich and smooth mouthfeel. So Fat Thumb is going to be better in some of the more nuanced cocktails, but I like to just pour a couple of fingers of it and drink it neat. All right, guys, enough jibba jabba, the flibba flabba. Let's get into making the cocktails. First cocktail we got tonight is called a Harvard. So first thing we're going to do is just a couple dashes of Angostura bitters, 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, and 2 ounces of the Fat Thumb Brandy, which we are pairing with this drink because it is a little bit more smooth and a little more complex. And then we're just gonna take our nicely cut ice cubes. We're gonna crack the first one. Drop it in there. Give it a nice stir. And then we're gonna give it a nice strain into our coupe. Ooh, look at that wash line. And then, we're gonna take 1 Luxardo cherry and drop it in there. Let's give this a taste, shall we? So what I love about this drink is that the brandy and the sweet vermouth pair so well together. You get, the kind of nice, kind of fresh, sort of grape kind of sharpness to it, but then it also has these sort of like caramelized kind of sugar and a little bit of like caramelized banana. And then that's paired with all of the herbal kind of characteristics of the sweet vermouth. And then you have that nice kind of Angostura bitterness right on the back end. It's like a bitter spice that kind of brings everything together. And it is a testament to how well brandy can actually substitute for rye whiskey in this cocktail. It is a little bit lighter, it's a little less spicy, it's a little bit more, I don't know, forgiving, if that makes sense. So this cocktail is named after Harvard University, which is in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and that's the town that I grew up in. So it's a little near and dear to my heart. It was first published in George J. Kapler's 1895 book, Modern American Drinks. And originally it was served as a 50-50, so equal parts sweet vermouth and cognac or brandy, served long, with soda water on top. And then some modern iterations of this drink also put a splash of soda, even though over time it changed from a 50-50 into a Manhattan spec, which would be a 2-to-1 ratio. So there it is, the Harvard. Next cocktail we got today is called a Harry's Pick-Me-Up. So first thing we're gonna do is just 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of grenadine, 1 ounce of our Argonaut Fat Thumb. I'm just gonna load up some ice into our tin. Give it a nice shake. And then give it a nice double strain into a champagne flute. And then we're just gonna top it off with some bubbles very slowly so it doesn't overflow. And then we're gonna take a nice long lemon peel. Take a very long one. Give it a nice spritz. Stick it all in there. All right, let's give it a taste. Oh, wonderful. So what do we got here? We basically have a French 75 variation, where we're pairing the nice tartness of the lemon juice with the kind of savory sweetness of grenadine. So for those of you that don't know, grenadine is pomegranate syrup, and it is sweet in kind of savory and almost tart kind of way. It pairs really, really nice with the lemon juice, but it allows the natural kind of acidic characteristics of that kind of fresh lemon to really pop through. We got a nice bit of spritz of lemon right on top, and it pairs really, really nicely with the Argonaut expression that we chose This is a drink that was created at the Varnish in downtown Los Angeles, which is a bar also near and dear to my heart because it is the bar that was the back bar to Kohl's, which I worked at for many, many years. There you have it, Harry's Pick Me Up. All right, next cocktail up is called an El Dorado Smash. First thing we're gonna do is a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, 3/4 of an ounce of orgeat, which is almond syrup, half an ounce of peach liqueur, and then 1.5 ounces of the Argonaut Speculator, which is gonna be kind of bright red apple. The flavor profile of the Speculator is gonna go really well with this particular drink. And then we're just gonna give a little tiny blip of pebble ice. Lock our tins, give it a nice whip shake. Nice. And we just pour it, an ungated pour into our old-fashioned glass. And then we're just gonna top it off with pebble ice, like so. And since this is a smash, we're gonna give it a nice little mint sprig that I pre-prepared. This is a new mint that Mary has picked up. It's very robust. I don't know what kind it is. It's a really nice aromatic mint. I like it a lot. So we're just gonna put that in there like that. And then we're gonna add just like a little lemon. You can just do fruits of the season if you like. We're gonna stick our little sippy cylinder from Surfside Sips into our drink and taste it. Now, this is a wonderful, fantastic drink, and I'm not just saying that because I created it. It is a really nice, very refreshing, kind of dry in the finish a little bit from the peach liqueur. I will say that if you have a peach liqueur that is very, very sweet, you're gonna have to dial it down a little bit. The nuttiness of the orgeat and the vanilla go hand in hand so well. You get that nice kind of nutty finish, but you have that vanilla kind of bringing up the back. It's nice and tart from the lemon. You get the peach in there that's not overwhelming the brandy, and then you get that nice kind of red apple sort of note from the brandy as well. It's a really fantastic summer drink. So there it is, the El Dorado Smash. So the last cocktail we're doing today is called a heart-shaped box. So first thing we're gonna do, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, 1/4 of an ounce of cinnamon syrup. It's actually cinnamon bark syrup. 1/4 of an ounce of balsamic vinegar that's been aged. We're gonna add 1 full strawberry, 3/4 of an ounce of Saint Germain, which is elderflower liqueur, and then 2 ounces of our Argonaut Speculator. And what we're gonna do is give this strawberry a nice muddle. We're actually gonna do this in 2 steps. So because we're muddling the strawberry in here, we're actually going to shake with regular ice, even though it's a pebble ice cocktail, because we're not going to be dumping. So we just add it to our tin, give it a shake. And we're gonna add in our pebble. Double strain over our ice. And even though this is a little bit voluminous, I am just a sucker for just having some fresh ice on top. It gives it nice contrast. Let me just do a little half strawberry, put it right there, put in my straw here and give it a sip. Oh, what a complex flavor profile. So this cocktail was created for Death & Company by a bartender named Brad Ferrand in 2013. And I brought this cocktail to this video because it is kind of more of a culinary approach. You know, you have this nice juxtaposition of strawberry and balsamic, which even though the balsamic is a very kind of strong flavor, you still can taste the cinnamon notes through that. You still taste that kind of nice sharpness from the brandy, and you get those nice floral and sweet elements from the Saint Germain. It's such a well-balanced cocktail, but what I love about it is that it goes in very fruity when you first sip it, and then it kind of devolves to this kind of acidic sort of bitterness. It reminds me a bit of a shrub, which is a kind of colonial beverage that utilizes sugar, fruit, and vinegar. So there it is, the heart-shaped box. So there you have it, 4 cocktails that I really hope expressed the range that Brandy has. I want to stop, pleading with you guys to make a brandy a staple in your bar or home bar. It is something that is nuanced and flavorful, and it should be elevated to that same place that whiskey is. So go out there, go forth, make these cocktails, get educated. And if you like our channel or found any of this information helpful, please share our channel around, hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your parents, get everyone to hit like and subscribe if they like cocktails, and I'll see you guys on another time.